Who is Albert Einstein? Albert Einstein was a German-born American scientist. He worked on theoretical physics. He developed the theory of relativity. He received the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921 for theoretical physics. At the start of his career, Einstein didn't think that Newtonian mechanics was enough to bring together the laws of classical mechanics and the laws of the electromagnetic field. Between 1900 2199, he made the theory of special relativity to fix it. Einstein also thought that Isaac Newton's idea of gravity was not completely correct. So he extended his ideas on special relativity to include gravity. In 1916, he published a paper on general relativity with his theory of gravitation. In 1933, Einstein was visiting the United States, but in Germany, Adolf Hitler and the Nazis came to power. Einstein, being of Jewish ethnicity, did not return to Germany due to Hitler's anti-Semitic policies. He lived in the United States and became an American citizen in 1940. On the beginning of World War II, he sent a letter to President Franklin D. Roosevelt explaining to him that Germany was in the process of making a nuclear weapon, so Einstein recommended that the U.S. should also make one. This led to the Manhattan Project, and the U.S. became the first nation in history to create and use the atomic bomb. Einstein and other physicists, like Richard Feynman, who worked on the Manhattan Project, later regretted that the bomb was used on Japan. Einstein lived in Princeton and was one of the first members invited to the Institute for Advanced Study, where he worked for the remainder of his life. He is now thought to be one of the greatest scientists of all time. His contributions helped lay the foundations for all modern branches of physics, including quantum mechanics and relativity. Early life. Einstein was born in Ulm, Württemberg, Germany, on the 14th of March 1879. His family was Jewish, but was not very religious. However, later in life, Einstein became very interested in his Judaism. Einstein did not begin speaking until he was 3 years old. According to his younger sister, Maja, he had such difficulty with language that those around him feared he would never learn. When Einstein was around 4 years old, his father gave him a magnetic compass. He tried hard to understand how the needle could seem to move itself so that it always pointed north. The needle was in a closed case, so clearly nothing like wind could be pushing the needle around, and yet it moved. So in this way, Einstein became interested in studying science and mathematics. His compass gave him ideas to explore the world of science. Children. Einstein's first daughter was Liesl Einstein. She was born in Novi Sad, Vojvodina, Austria-Hungary on January 27, 1902. She spent her first years in the care of Serbian grandparents because her father Albert did not want her to be brought to Switzerland, where he had a job offer at the patent office. Some historians believe she died from scarlet fever. Einstein's two sons were Hans Albert Einstein and Eduard Tiede Einstein. Hans Albert was born in Bern, Switzerland in May 1904. He became a professor in Berkeley. Eduard was born in Zurich, Switzerland in July 1910. He died at 55 years old of a stroke in the Psychiatric University Hospital Zurich-Bergelslee. He had spent his life in and out of hospitals due to his schizophrenia. Later life. In spring of 1914, he moved back to Germany and became ordinary member of the Prussian Academy and director of a newly established Institute for Physics of the Kaiser Wilhelm Gesellschaft. He lived in Berlin and finished the general theory of relativity in November 1915. In the Weimar Republic, he was politically active for socialism and Zionism. In 1922, he received the Nobel Prize for Physics for his explanation of the photoelectric effect in 1905. He then tried to formulate a general field theory uniting gravitation and electromagnetism without success. He had reservations about the quantum mechanics invented by Heisenberg and Schrödinger. In spring of 1933, Einstein and Elsa were traveling in the USA when the Nazi Party came to power. The Nazis were violently anti-Semitic. They called Einstein's relativity theory Jewish physics, and some German physicists started polemics against his theories. Others, like Planck and Heisenberg, defended Einstein.